What's up? I'm Sarah. I'm a health, fitness, and nutrition coach for the women who crash out every menstrual cycle. And a question I get a ton is, what should I be eating for my debilitating and painful periods? So today we're going to get into that. I know that when I started my journey regulating my cycle, especially alongside working out, being consistent in the gym, there was a lot of information out there, and it can be quite overwhelming, the amount of information, especially when you don't really know, what's true, what's not, what's research, what's not. So today I'm gonna make it easy for you, and I'm gonna give you 3 solid things that you can start implementing today to help regulate your periods and your period pain and your mood swings and all the other things that come along with that, so that you can stay consistent with your lifestyle, consistent with work, consistent in the gym, and get some of your life back. So if you have unbearable periods or menstrual cycles and you feel like they take away from your quality of life, then this video may help you. If you found this video today and clicked on it because you are in pain right now, the first thing I'm going to have you implement is iron. Iron is the most common nutrient deficiency, especially in women, because every single time we bleed, we lose a ton of our iron. And if you're not supplementing it in some way or introducing it back into your diet in some way, you're going to constantly be low on iron. Iron is pretty easy to get into your body if you eat red meat regularly. Another really iron-rich food that you can eat is organ meats. And before you click away, I personally do not enjoy eating organ meats. It's gross. I don't do it. Like, you see all these videos on social media of people just like eating straight organ meat. I'm not telling you to do that. There are multiple ways that you can implement organ meats in your diet that are not disgusting. Sorry to anybody I'm talking to if you like organ meats, like, more power to you. But I know for most people, it's pretty hard to imagine eating that kind of thing on a regular basis. So the good news is there are a lot of very popular organ meat supplements that you can get. Or what I like to do is I buy a pound of ground beef heart per every 3 pounds of beef that I cook, and just put it in my ground beef, and you can't even taste it, honestly. You just mix it all in. Honestly, I think it makes the beef taste a little bit better. You don't have to do it that way. So organ meats are one of the most iron-rich foods that you can eat, but you can also get iron through steak and beef, through leafy greens, or you can also supplement iron. Your dose is going to be different depending on your height, your weight, your age, where you're at in your life. But the general dosage, if you are anywhere from 19 to 50 years old as a woman, is going to be about 18 milligrams of iron per day. So start there. Start getting red meat regularly through your diet, maybe 1 red meat meal a day, whether that's a burger or tacos with ground beef or a steak or whatever. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just start eating more red meat, start eating more leafy greens, or start supplementing iron on a daily basis. Iron is going to decrease your risk for autoimmune disease, specifically fibromyalgia, if you struggle with that. It's also going to help with the dark circles under your eyes. It's going to help the appearance of your skin. It's going to help your energy levels and your blood circulation, which also goes hand in hand with mood regulation, because when your body is working better and your blood is flowing, your mood is going to be better. You're going to have better energy. There have even been studies that have said that regular iron intake can help with your hair growth as well. So that's just a plus with iron. The next nutrient that I'm going to talk about that is extremely important is an anti-inflammatory one, and it is omega-3s. A lot of people lack omega-3s in their diet as well, especially if you don't eat seafood regularly. So if you're eating fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel 2 or more times a week, then you probably have an okay amount of omega-3s. This is one of those ones that I would definitely recommend supplementing, especially if you don't eat a lot of seafood. So omega-3 is a natural anti-inflammatory. It's very, very good for your heart, brain, and joint health. It also helps with blood circulation. So omega-3 is one of those essential nutrients that your body doesn't create on its own. So it's something that you have to be intaking on a regular basis to have good omega-3 levels. And how omega-3 works as an anti-inflammatory is it aids your cellular repair. So it actually, omega-3 sits within your cells, and when your cells have more omega-3, they're able to repair themselves faster and easier. So implementing omega-3s on a regular basis will literally improve your cellular response, which will aid healing. And also, we know that when we're on our periods and they're painful, a lot of that triggers inflammation. So this will just help kind of bring some of that inflammation down, help with the pain levels, and help your cells regenerate themselves faster. So like I said, you can get it through fatty fish, but you can also get it through walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds if you don't eat fish. If you are going to be supplementing omega-3, I highly recommend finding a wild caught derived omega-3. A lot of the omega-3s out there are from cod, and a lot of cod is farmed. So if your bottle does not say wild caught, you're probably not getting the nutrients that you think you're getting from your supplements. Find a wild caught sourced omega-3 supplement if you're going to be supplementing it. And same thing with your fish. Make sure your fish is wild caught and it's not farm raised, because the nutrients are going to be way, way different if you're in the States. If you're out of the States, I'm not really sure. I don't think this is as big of a problem, but I know that in the States, farmed fish can be sick, they can lack nutrients, it could actually be worse for you than beneficial. So just make sure that you're buying wild caught fish in the US. So the last and final nutrient I'm going to talk about is probably my favorite. There is a reason why when you're on your period, you crave chocolate and like rich, like dark chocolatey foods. I know a lot of women crave chocolate during their cycles. And it's because dark chocolate and cacao is a very magnesium rich food, and your body is trying to tell you that you need more magnesium in your body. So what magnesium does related to your period is it actually helps relax the muscles in your body and your nerve function. So it will specifically relax your uterus muscles, and also regulate your blood sugar, which helps a lot with the mood swings, with the anxiety. If you feel like emotional discomfort while you're on your period, it can help with that kind of thing too. But overall, magnesium is really important. It also improves your sleep quality and brings your inflammation levels down. So this is a really good one. If you're taking it regularly, it's going to help relieve the pain alongside with omega-3 and your iron. Not only can you get magnesium from cacao and real dark chocolate, you can also get it from pumpkin seeds, from soy milk, from black beans, spinach, also avocados. Those are all very magnesium rich foods. So start implementing those regularly, daily, especially around your period cycle. And that should help a little bit with the pain levels and with the emotional discomfort, regulating the blood sugar and all of those good things. So just to sum it all up, start implementing iron, omega-3, and magnesium on a regular basis, especially prioritizing these foods that I've listed around your cycle. You can say like vitamin maxing or whatever you want to call it. But I would say when you hit your luteal phase, which is like 7 to 12 days before your predicted bleed date, I would start implementing these foods if you're not already doing it on a regular basis. Really start prioritizing like your pumpkin seeds and your walnuts and your chia and your flax and your red meat, your steak. What else? Your fatty fish, your soy milk, your organ meats. So if you start implementing these foods on a more regular basis, especially prioritizing them around your cycle, you'll definitely notice that you're calmer, your nervous system is more relaxed, your cramps are less painful, you're sleeping better, and you're less inflamed, less bloated, because your body is actually receiving the nutrients that it needs to replenish itself, especially while you're losing nutrients. So this isn't an instant fix. This is something that you have to be implementing consistently over time. But I promise that if you stick with it, you're going to feel a little bit of relief. Your cycles are going to feel more regular. If this video was helpful, please subscribe. I also have an email list for women with painful periods who are trying to stay consistent in the gym, just live their lives without being debilitated by their cycles. So if you're interested in more information, you want more tips and tricks, you want more help with that problem specifically, go in the link below and join my email list. I'll be sending you lots of little goodies so that you can get help with your period pain. As somebody who has experienced this and has been so debilitated by my periods in the past, I know how important this is, and I'm really grateful to be able to be a source of information for the women who need it. So yes, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.